As David consolidated his kingdom, military campaigns systematically dismantled the regional powers that had previously threatened Israel's existence. One by one, traditional enemies fell: Philistines, Moabites, Arameans, Ammonites, and Edomites' influence stretched from the Euphrates River to the border of Egypt. Each victory generated tribute that filled royal coffers, accumulating resources that would later fund Solomon's ambitious building projects. The war with Ammon began with David's gesture of kindness toward King Hanan, following his father's death. But Ammonite suspicion transformed goodwill into conflict. As the siege of Rabbah dragged into months, it created the backdrop for David's darkest moral failure, the Bathsheba affair that would forever shadow his legacy. From his palace rooftop, David's gaze fell upon Bathsheba bathing, a moment of temptation that exposed how thoroughly power could corrupt even the man after God's own heart, with accountability structures crumbling before royal desire. David's progression from lust to adultery to murder revealed that covenant relationship did not immunize kings against temptation, but rather amplified the consequences of their failures. When Nathan confronted the king with his parable of the rich man who stole a poor man's beloved lamb, the prophet demonstrated courage that transcended self-preservation, daring to speak truth to absolute power when no one else would. "You are the man," thundered across the throne room, stripping away royal pretense and forcing David to confront the magnitude of his crimes. The king's immediate acknowledgement, without excuse or deflection, opened a door for restoration. Even as the judgment followed, "The sword shall never depart from your house." Divine forgiveness would be granted, but temporal consequences would reverberate through generations. The tragic cycles of violence that subsequently consumed David's family: Amnon's rape of his half-sister, Tamar, Absalom's murder of Amnon, and ultimately Absalom's rebellion against his father, all flowed from the poisoned spring of David's own moral failure. Yet, in his response to these painful consequences, David revealed the character that ultimately distinguished him from Saul. Where Saul had deflected blame and justified disobedience when confronted with his failures,